Hey fellow explorers, today we are at Carved at Descanso Gardens. This is a really neat Halloween carnival garden art adventure. We're going to show you how much fun this place is. All right, let's go. First things first, right as you go by the ticket check, a big carved sign, get your selfie here, and yes, you can come here in costume too. By the way, this whole place isn't too scary. I think Elsa might be the scariest one here. And the first pumpkin art attraction on the path is the spooky pumpkin sea monster rising from the pond. And as we go by the Japanese garden, or what's usually the Japanese garden, we've got a spider and a tea party. Or is that a coffee party? I don't know. Looks like he's been drinking a lot. In the amphitheater, there's no show, but there's a really neat Dia de los Muertos, or the Day of the Dead exhibition. These whimsical skeletons are playing some nice mariachi music, and they encourage you to contribute photos, poems, or stories of people that you'd like to respect as part of the Day of the Dead. Spiders apparently seem to be the theme of this event. Here they've got a spider doing a painting of the trees. And next to the food booth, we've got some spiders having a picnic. And what have they got to eat? Hot dogs for $9, Frito pies 14, barbecue sandwiches 16. And they've got some really big pretzels for 12. And they got a nice area under the string lights where you can enjoy your snacks right out here. And if you're thirsty of the alcoholic variety, they've got drinks. How much are cocktails? $18. You can get a beer for 12. Hot chocolate and apple cider, $6 each. And here we go into the pumpkin enchanted forest. They've got lots of really cool Hollywood-style lighting effects, lasers up in the trees, big jack-o'-lanterns off on the side. This is pretty neat. What really makes this forest come to life is the interesting soundtrack in the background. It goes through different vibes, but it also seems like the lights kind of flicker to the music, and there's some also neat pumpkin sculptures too, not just the jack-o'-lanterns. Oh, and by the way, when I say there's a lot of pumpkins, it's hard to tell just from a few video clips, but I really feel like there are thousands of these light-up jack-o'-lanterns here. Now, really, I think this is my favorite part of Carved. It really makes me want to linger in this area. The different lighting effects, the different music, they've really done a good job in here. So make sure you allocate some time to just hang out and really explore this part. There's so many pumpkins. There's so many sculptures. Neat. Coming out of the Enchanted Garden, they've got this really neat illuminated trees where the princess and every other kid that age really loves it. You know what she also loves? These lollipops. Don't tell her I was eating it. And what's also interesting around here, if you listen to the ambient sounds in the background for a moment, in addition to hearing the kids stepping on there, you can hear some wind sounds and some crickets. It makes it feel like it should be a really cold day, even though it's about 100 degrees Fahrenheit today. All right, so on the notion of sound effects, you can hear even more here as we cross the bridge over the river. There's a shipwreck that's been taken over by an octopus, but the sounds here are really cool, and so are the rain effects. And frankly, this feels like it was designed by some Disney Imagineers or something. Like we're in the Pirates of the Caribbean right now. And back over here, we've got a bunch of bamboo and some music playing that makes it sound like it might be a pipe organ, perhaps. Of course, a moody Halloween pipe organ. And in what's usually the Rose Garden, we've got some lights that make it look like we've got some fireflies enchanting the nights. And in the middle of the Rose Garden, I think we've got the reason that Carved has its name, some really amazing, intricately carved pumpkins. And how do they carve the pumpkins like that? Well, here's one of the artists in action. Lots and lots of manual labor. Further down in the Rose Garden, they've got an exhibit called Rhizone. This looks like something out of Independence Day where the aliens are landing, or there's a rave party that we weren't invited to. And to add to the mood, it might look like the fog is rolling in, but they've got some smoke machines spread out throughout to make it even more moody. Here we're going through a really neat, Middle Eastern kind of inspired red light beehive tunnel. We saw this in the day, and it's so much cooler at night. And after that, it brings us right back to where we started. How long did it take us to go through Carved? About an hour and a half. Was it worth the $45 per adult admission? Yes, because we have a child. I think if you've got kids, I think this is a great, really neat, unique way to enjoy Halloween. I've never been through anything like it, and so I would definitely recommend it to you. When it might not be worth it is if you're a couple of adults, you might walk through it in about a half hour and wonder why you spent so much. But if you've got kids with you, they'll enjoy the hay. They'll enjoy going through the maze. They'll enjoy jumping on those different changing color lights. If you want to experience carved light, then consider coming in the daytime, where you only pay $15 to get into the garden. And then you can see all the stuff, but it won't be lit up. It's not as cool, but it's a third of the price. So those are your options. If you do want to come here, make sure you check it out before October 29th. That's when it ends this year. Well, fellow explorers, as usual, if you enjoyed this video, you can check out some of our other videos right here. This one is a video for the largest pumpkin patch in Southern California. And this one is for Boney Island, a Halloween carnival put on by the producer of The Simpsons. You'll also find links in the description below to that. All right, see you over there.